Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to go over some information about the new LR Broly, his links, various team builds, and basically how to best use him if you have obviously gone ahead and summoned today and actually pulled a copy of him, or more, of course, with your dupes. We're going to go over his best link partners, as well as his 200% leads and some of the better teams that you're going to be able to run him on. So if you find any of this information useful or helpful at all, do go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are on the road to 30k subs. It's a big goal. I want to see if we can hit that by the end of the anniversary. We are very close to hitting 28. So if you are new around here, do subscribe to the channel. Check out all the links in the description for the Discord and all that other good stuff, and become part of the community. So we're going to jump straight in here and look at Broly's links. So Prodigies, Super Saiyan, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So of course, always been a big meme for Broly, I guess, but no big bad bosses, which is unfortunate. It does mean that there are a lot of extreme characters that you can pair him up with, especially in the super bosses team setup, where he's not going to be able to provide that link for them, which is a bit of a shame. So when we go over his link partners, you will see that a lot of the time it's actually more super class characters, because of course he has very typical links that you would expect the Super Saiyan characters to have, right? He's got Super Saiyan, he's got Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, obviously Legendary Power because he's an LR. So he's going to link up very well with other Super Saiyan characters, and they are basically all super types, right? You've literally got Broly's, the Goku Black Rosés count as Super Saiyan, right? There, some of them have that link. Other than that, you don't really get many Extreme Saiyans with those links, right? And even units like Turles and stuff, they might get Prepared for Battle, and then they'll have Fierce Battle, but they won't have any of these other links. And of course, they are characters that do benefit greatly from having big bad bosses. So it's always been a bit of a shame that Broly doesn't have it, especially considering he's always portrayed as such a monster of a boss character in the actual movies and everything. But yeah, unfortunately, he does not get big bad bosses. So that is something to bear in mind. So it can be good in some cases, bad in others. It just kind of all depends on the team setup and how you want to have things run. So you can see from his links, 2 of them give him key. At level 10, Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle are both 2 key and give him a little bit of stats as well. And then all of his other links are providing him with a lot of attack. So getting these links active, he is all about the damage, and those are going to be able to allow him to inflict much more damage. So when we go to link partners, he has one 7 out of 7 link partner, and that is himself once transformed. Now, because of the way Broly's transformation works, by activating the domain and transforming, you can't have both of the Brolys transformed at the same time. So what that means is you are able to, if you choose to float the rotations in such a way that makes that possible, you get both of the Brolys onto the same rotation when one of them is able to transform. Then you transform one, put him in slot 1 because he has the damage reduction before attacking, and then he'll have all of his links active, and then those two share every single link and are able to do a ton of damage. Transformed Broly linked up with himself, because he has all of those links active, he's getting all of this extra attack on the multiple supers that he does, right? So very, very strong. So if you're running double Broly leads, that is technically the best link partner for him. 6 link partners, the physical Dragon Ball Super Broly. Obviously this guy not really runnable in the meta anymore, unfortunately. So yeah, a bit of a shame for him. So we go down to the 5 link partners, and this is where you can see what I mean with some of these super class characters. Now, funnily enough, he shares 5 links with LR Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And the funny thing is, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is obviously on Full Power, which is one of the categories from Broly's leader skill. So you can run Goku on Broly's team, and they share Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power, which is a decent little chunk of stats and the key as well. And considering that they're both LRs, that's obviously very helpful for both of them. Now for Goku, a lot of the time, at least for me personally, I don't like to run some of these big Super Saiyan 4 characters without a Super Saiyan 4 link partner because of the Saiyan Raw link, which at level 10 is like a big attack buff as well as defense. But he's getting a lot of links active with Broly. It's on the full power team, so you could run some of the full power Super Saiyan 4s. I mean, you can run Limit Breaker Vegito or even like Limit Breaker Goku, physical Super Saiyan 4. Vegito sadly not on full power, so would not be on Broly's leader skill. But Goku can be an interesting link partner for him. The AGL Super Saiyans from the Worldwide Celebration are a bit outdated, but certain events you could definitely still make them work. And then these older Brolys as well really are a bit too outdated now. The interesting one, of course, is Tech LR Broly, who realistically should get an EZA sometime soon, maybe by the end of the year, who knows. If Worldwide has got nothing to do with Broly, I could see them potentially doing like the New Year Dual Dokkan Fest as maybe Broly. Because we haven't had a newer Broly, I mean a new Z Broly I should say, because obviously for Global we literally got a new Broly today, but we haven't had a new Z Broly for a while, and we kind of need to get a celebration like that in order for this guy to EZA. I think he's the oldest LR now that doesn't have one, so when he gets an EZA, once they transform, like he has 5 links, which is obviously very, very good. Now we drop down to 4 links, and this is where we're going to find a huge pool of characters to pick from, because this is of course where we have a ton of Super Saiyan LR characters. So the new Gogeta, of course, they share 4 links pre and post transformation. LR Broly and Trunks are still a solid unit. They're on full power, so they're on Broly's team. The LR Super Saiyans, obviously Broly being a Super Saiyan, they're on the same team together. He can be run under their 200% leader skill. Sword of Hope Trunks is 4 links as well. The AGL Blue Boys, like a lot of these big super class characters that you're running on teams like Super Saiyans, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, stuff like that. Like he's going to share a lot of links with these guys, which is very, very good. Which is what I was saying at the beginning. He kind of finds his home a little bit more on these teams with superclass characters outside of if you just want to run his own team. Because Super Bosses definitely still need some buffs on Global to be in the same kind of place it is on JP, right? Like we've got EZAs coming out during this celebration. Cell Max will come out at some point as well. But I mean, even the first EZA of the anniversary, the LR Broly trio, is a good buff for Broly's team. But they are not specifically like a buff to him directly. Like they don't have a ton of links. But they're providing support. They make the team a lot better overall. But these guys that he's going to link with, it's like his own team is just kind of, he's there to be the leader. And of course, we already have like Rose as another option potentially. So Super Saiyan's characters, there's tons of them. The Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s, they're obviously going to get their EZAs with the next anniversary, which of course with the sync is only 6 months away for both versions of the game. Blue Evolution Vegeta obviously gets his EZA towards the end of the anniversary. Same with UI Goku. All of these characters, even like UI Goku, right, doesn't technically have Super Saiyan, but we have Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So these 4 links partners, there's tons of these guys here. The new Tech Vegeta for Saiyan Day, once transformed, is a 4 link partner. And of course, the Tech Vegeta Super Saiyans team is one of the 200% leads for Broly, so that works very nicely. Limit Breaker Vegito, we already talked about, right, as a partner to potentially run for full power Goku. They actually share 4 links together as well. God Goku, remember, on a Super Saiyans team, God Goku, only one person on the team that God Goku is on can be extreme, and he will still get his intro buff. So you could run Broly on a Super Saiyans team and still run God Goku. Obviously not on the Tech Vegeta build, because Tech Vegeta is extreme, but that works out quite nicely. Super Vegeta as well. Int Broly, he'll get an EZA at some point and hopefully be really good, so that's a nice one as well. Lots and lots of 4 link partners, and then when we drop down to 3, unsurprisingly, it's just going to be a load of Saiyans and LRs because of things like Fierce Battle, like Frieza, for example. It's going to be like Fierce Battle, Shocking Speed, and Legendary Power. So there's not a lot of teams that they work on together. They're not the best link partners. The Broly trio are actually on there, so when you're running them on his team, they are at least giving him Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So Broly has some very interesting link partners, but unfortunately, as an extreme character, as you can see, most of his link partners are either outdated older versions of Broly or super class, like Super Saiyan's characters. So those are going to be his best link partners overall. When we look at his 200% teams, he actually does have quite a few options here. So he's a Super Saiyan's character, so obviously he's on the Carnival LR Super Saiyan's team. He's actually on full power Goku's leader skill as well. So if you wanted to run Goku with other Super Saiyan 4s and everything on his own team build, you can run Broly on his team. even as like a floating unit, he's still going to be dishing out tons of damage. He has the guard. In slot 3, he gets extra ki and an extra super, so he could work out decently well on Goku's team, while sharing a few links with him as well. Cooler, obviously Cooler a bit outdated now, but his 200% team with all the movie bosses, Broly works quite nicely on there as well. Harudagan, who is a recent release for extreme characters. Obviously his team is a bit wonky, but Broly does make a great addition to that, because his team, his ideal team build, like the best team you could make for him, at least when he came out on Global, wasn't exactly anything too crazy. So Broly being added to the team is quite effective. Tech Vegeta, as we've already mentioned with the Super Saiyans team. Physical Rose, right? So either of them as the Super Boss's lead, they're both on each other's 200% lead. So you could run, if you wanted, to not have two of like one and one of the other. You could run a Broly or a Physical Rose yourself, if you have one and not the other, and then run the other one as a friend to make a Super Boss's team. And then you've only got one of each on the team, but you have a full 200% like Super Boss's team, giving them both the 200% leader skill. So that definitely works out quite well. AGL Kale, now whilst he gets the 200% leader skill, they're not going to share a lot of links outside of like Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle. And then of course God Goku as well, because he leads Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans. And as we've already said, right, God Goku, you can have one extreme character on the team and still get God Goku's intro animation. So if you want to run a double God Goku team, you can still run that team and have Broly on there, and everything still works very efficiently. So as you can see, one upside for Broly, even though his team, a lot of people, he got a lot of criticism when he came out on JP, because a lot of people, you know, they don't like the fact he doesn't have big bad bosses. They don't like the fact that most of his link partners are superclass characters, because Extreme very rarely gets these buffs, right, where we get a new big Dokkan Fest LR. So when that happens, we kind of want those units to really big buffs to Extreme teams. And unfortunately, Broly isn't, right? Even though he's on these teams like Cooler and Harudagan, he's not really linking well with a lot of the units on that team, because his best link partners are Saiyans. So Broly is one of those characters where it doesn't matter to me too much that he's not great with these extreme teams. He's one of those characters to me that you pull him and then you get to use him on a bunch of these other teams where he will be really good. So like the Super Saiyans team, whether it's the LR or Vegeta, the Rose team, God Goku, like even his own team, you can make a decent build with the Super Bosses buffs that we've got. So Broly certainly has a lot of interesting teams that he can be run on. And then of course, remember, those are only his 200% leads. In terms of categories, right, we've got Super Bosses, Transformation Boost, Full Power, Exploding Rage, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Miraculous Awakening, Gifted Warriors, and Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So he's on a lot of teams. Like they consider obviously the Full Power Broly form to be Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So he's on a lot of teams, even if he's only getting the 170. And as long as he's not, you know, in slot 1, he's going to be a very effective and very powerful character. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Did you manage to pull Broly? Have you not summoned yet, or are you still summoning? Maybe you're grinding more stones as we speak to do more summons for Broly. Let me know what you guys think down below, and let me know what your favorite team that you've tried out so far to run Broly is down below in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out all the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.